This is from Vertiver Grass King SABAH International. This is a video on some of our ongoing, very deep research and development with the vetiver grass. And this large cluster that you see here, we're just demonstrating and showing everyone that this cluster come from a very deep slope with a very large erosion gutter. And as the soil was building up on the edge of the actual vetiver, the tillers and the bamboo continuously grows through. So this whole hunk here is actually a sliver of a very large, that a 1 meter cluster, vetiver bulb cluster. Now it shows you the actual the history of as the soil's building up, right? The tillers keep striking and continue growing and creating their own bamboo shoots. So all the bamboo shoots start shooting from the actual knuckles. So this is what you call a miracle grass that creates and saves soil. Okay, it's on hedgerows. So this is a fantastic example how it just continues on growing as it goes, as the soil continues building up, stopping the water flow and saving the settlement, and the soil is building up. And the bottom section here could be much lower. This section here shows and is evidence of how strong this is. What we call the nail of the earth. Have a look at the young shoots there and how strong this is. Now, here's an example of the top section of this, how as the soil grows, as the soil builds up behind the high side of the hedge, these knuckles continue on shooting these beautiful roots. This is a real great example. Now, we've done hundreds and hundreds of videos on these. We've got over 1,000 videos now, just specifically on our research and development, our story, our history, how we do things. We're very wanting to show and educate and train because we got so much feedback. We know that the future is very exciting in the large commercial industrial scale of operation, of large scale of agriculture, organic. So this is an example. As it continues, I'll just shove that in there, for example. As it continues on building up the soil, the tillers or the bamboo shoots and the knuckles, look at that there. You can see now how much there's no other plant. This is the nail of the earth. It stops the soil and slows down the water. Here's another example of just a very old bamboo shoot here. You can see that the same principle involved. Every knuckle produce a massive bulb cluster, and it continues on advancing up. Now they can go 3 meters high. Our farms and different farms, which we'll be sharing, actually is at least 1.5 meters. The grass keeps growing up. Now, when it reaches to the top, okay, here's a piece that we just broke off another small cluster. We left these 2 long bamboo shoots there, for example. Now, if I put that into a bucket, this example, and this is soil, okay, those ones here, the knuckles in the bottom here, just like the knuckles in this one here, will continue on developing fast and strong with these anchors of steel, the roots of which are very famous throughout the world and on multiple videos. So this is a real, but our research is very deep, like the deep roots, because it's how you expand, how deep, how wide the width of our hedgerows, the fertilizer, the frequency, okay? So we know when water is rushing from a very high, very high volume, a very high steep slope, you got to have very big, deep hedgerows, maybe 50, half a metre apart, 3 metres apart, and they may be 1 meter wide or 3 meters wide, and they're 1 meter apart. Now, we've got the experience to handle any scale, any size deal, any size slope. And we've got the fast track, low cost solution as solution providers, knowing that at the end of the day, it's all to do with the numbers of vetiver and the positioning and the timing of planting, okay, to give the maximum results at the lowest cost. So this is a beautiful example of how the vetiver continues on growing and it continues on filling up. Imagine that soil, the build-up. It's a real anchor. It's the nail of the earth. We're excited to share this R&D with you. We never stop. You are the beneficiary of our hard work. We are passionate and we love what we're doing. We've just started, even though it's been about 35 years we've been in this game right now. And then the last 3 years, we've gone, we're starting to move in a very positive way because we've got a vision to help, save our soils. SOS Organic Fertilizer. Our fertilizer business is SOS Organic Fertilizer. And it's the research of the frequency and the volume, and we adjust our formulas to make the world's best fertilizer. Because that's a fast track. We make a statement with our maintenance programs of vetiver. We make a statement, ours grow over double the size in half the time. In fact, when we are fertilizing on our own plantations, we get triple the size in half the time and less. Now, this is because of the maturity, the frequency, and our experience. Okay, look at this incredible, beautiful example. If we put that in the ground now, and we bury it like 1 foot or even 2 foot, 2 foot. Here's a table toppler, okay, 2 foot. Can you just imagine that all of these shoots here are going to grow and shoot leaves, and the leaves power the energy of the sun. We've got the photosynthesis power of then putting more oxygen and more life into the root system. It's all about roots. This is a handicraft. They make the most beautiful handicraft. The essential oils are extracted, the vetiver essential oils. So away from the most amazing nail of the earth, they are anchors. Thank you very much from Vetiver Grass King, SABAH International. No, we will not be beaten in price. All inquiries are welcome.